In Philly, Jalen Hurts was back under center for these Eagles. We haven't seen him play football since week 16. He went down with concussion. He missed the final 2 games of the regular season. Opening kickoff, Green Bay receives. Oren Burks lands a monster hit. Eagles recover. Who recovered? Jeremiah Trotter Jr. Oh, you know, his dad, the Eagles Hall of Famer. He's made a big player, too, for the Eagles. So upon further review, it looked like the Packers may have maintained possession, but no, it goes to Philly. Ensuing possession, 2nd and 9, Jalen Hurts with some time. He completed his first 6 pass attempts to start the game. That one to Jahan Dotson. It's 7-0, 39 yards for Hurts on these opening drives here. 2nd and 10, Green Bay, about midfield. Jordan Love dropping back, picked off. Zach Bond, this is his 2nd interception of the game for Love. He wouldn't be done. Packers go into the break trailing 10-0. They've lost 11 straight playoff games, went down 10 or more at the break. Third quarter, 4 minutes to go. Packers up 10-3. Dallas Goedert. This is going to be the play. This is going to be the replay that is on every Eagles playoff sizzle from now until the rest of eternity. Not 1, not 2, 3 stiff arms to Carrington Valentine. It gives the Eagles a 16-3 lead because they missed the PAT. Josh Jacobs was eaten for the Pack. Listen, a lot of skill position players, a lot of linemen went down in this game. The Packers weren't just battling the Eagles, they were battling attrition. But Jacobs down at the 1, he gets to finish what he started. He punches that in. So the Pack, despite all of that, opening play of the 4th quarter, they're only down 16-10. Oh, it's a fake tush push. Jalen Hurts to A.J. Brown. Oh, not quite in sync. Okay, just 1 catch for 10 yards for A.J. Brown, 3 targets. So what do? You go to the bench and you try to find your inner excellence. No, literally. Open up Jim Murphy's Inner Excellence, 4.7 stars on Amazon. What does it do? It helps train your mind for extraordinary performance. Speaking of extraordinary performance, Quinyon Mitchell, one of 4 Eagles takeaways on the night against those Packs. They get to host tonight's winner of Vikings-Rams. Listen, it wasn't pretty, but Saquon, a win's a win, right?
The only thing that really matters is how we win. Whether we throw for 400 yards, we rush for 400 yards, we win the game 3-0. I don't give a to be honest. Like, I just want to win. And I think that's the mindset of the team. I know that's the mindset of the team. And we'll go back, we'll watch film, we'll improve, and get ready for whatever we got next.
All right, you're at home listening to that. Rex Ryan is here listening to that. You're nodding along with what Saquon Barkley had to say, Coach. It was not an offensive clinic from Philadelphia. Are you convinced this defense can carry them when they have offensive showings like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I think without question, this has been the best defense in the National Football League all year. Certainly the best unit, defensive unit in the playoffs, but this might be the best unit overall in the NFL. So I think absolutely you can carry it. You got to play defense, and you got to be able to run the ball in the playoffs to win games. And I think that's exactly the formula that this Eagle team has. But this defense is absolutely incredible, and they force you, they get after your quarterback, they disrupt you in the running game as well, and that to me is a great formula for the Eagles moving forward, and especially when they play at home, you can almost write it in that this team is going to keep going on.
Jordan Love was looking at that tablet and just shaking his head repeatedly on the sideline, and it was often after a turnover that Jordan Love committed. Yes, they were dealing with injuries. Yes, they were dealing with, as Gary said, attrition, injuries during the game. But are you convinced that Jordan Love can one day lead this team to a championship?
Well, I think that's the big question. See, I don't think so. Not the way he keeps playing. And I've said it from day one about this young man. He has elite skill set, but he's not an elite quarterback. And the first interception we hear, see, that happens. Yeah. All right? Some of these other ones, he can be reckless at times, and especially when the pass rush gets after him a little bit. Like, there's no way. He throws balls into team meetings and things like that. He's done it consistent, through his career. And that, to me, is not championship-level play at that position. At times, can he make all the throws? Can he use his athleticism and things? 100% he can. Yet he's not elite until he learns how to take care of the football better. He's not an elite guy, in my opinion.
Did you say he throws balls into team meetings? Is that what you said? I've never heard that before.
Yes, absolutely. It's like that one interception in the end zone right there. Like, you can't be reckless and beat a good football team.
Yeah.
And when you see it, the Packers beat bad teams, but they lost twice to the Lions, twice to the Vikings, now twice to the Eagles.
And you have nothing but good teams in the postseason. Love, the first quarterback in the Packers' history to have no passing touch. A Sunday slate starting up with Broncos, Bills, Battlestar Galactica. Identity theft is not a joke. Bo Nix, first Broncos rookie quarterback to start a playoff game. Remember, Tim Tebow did it in his second year. And here goes Nix, airing it out for Troy Franklin. That is a duck to a duck, man. Ducks fly together. Quack. Quack. Quack.
A bit of a flying V right there with the offensive line.
And with the secondary, 43-yarder to Franklin, longest passing touchdown by a rookie in the first quarter of their playoff debut in NFL history. That's James Cook, 120 yards on the day, and that touchdown. Bills ran for 210 as a team. 9-0 at home are these Bills, averaging nearly 34 points per game. They can also throw it a little bit, thanks to the presumptive NFL MVP. Look at this ball from Josh Allen. 3 minutes left in the third, 13-7 game. We're in the third quarter. It's 13-7. All kinds of time. Who puts that ball there? Wow. Josh Allen does. And Ty Johnson does an amazing job coming down with his football inbounds. The knee is inbounds. The legs are out of bounds, but they don't touch. They don't touch out of bounds. Extensive, lengthy review, and the call would stand for Allen, his 22nd career postseason passing touchdown, breaking a tie with Jim Kelly for the most in Bills history. It's 21-7 after the two-point conversion. First play, fourth quarter, Allen to Curtis Samuel, who led the Bills in receiving. 3 grabs for 68, off and running. 31 unanswered points for the Bills, who welcome the Ravens to Orchard Park next week. 31-7 is your final. Josh Allen's now won a wild card game in each of the last 5 seasons. It puts him in a tie with Joe Flacco and Brett Favre for the most wild card wins by a starting quarterback since that round was created. It was back in 1978. Allen has also thrown 15 touchdowns in those games. That ties him with Aaron Rodgers for the second most by any quarterback, behind only Ben Roethlisberger.
Damien Woody on the program. Damien, fantastic to see you. What aspect of that win left you particularly impressed?
Oh, man, it was the physicality. You know, Garrett, how about this concept? Big people beat little people. How about that in the game of football?
Checks out.
What you saw from, yeah, exactly. What you saw from Buffalo, man, they literally played a lot of 6 linemen and just said, you know what, we're going to line up and we're going to bludgeon you to death running the football. Because the one thing about that Denver Broncos defense, they're very good at getting after the quarterback. I think they led the league in sacks, but you have to earn the right to rush the passer, and at no point in the game yesterday did they earn the right, because Buffalo ran all over that Denver Broncos defense.
The Broncos, they sort of deked us, right? An opening drive touchdown. We're like, oh, okay, wait a minute. Maybe Denver came to play house money after all. But Buffalo was like, no, not so fast. And now we get a rematch. It's the Ravens heading up there to Orchard Park. Who do you give the edge to here, Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen?
I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens early. I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens early. We know they got blood. The Buffalo Bills got bludgeoned in the first match. I think the Buffalo Bills they got to come with a different game plan. They got to start to stop the run early. I think that's going to be paramount for the Buffalo Bills, because once you let Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry get going, it's like a runaway locomotive. So sell out, stop the game, stop the running game early, make Lamar Jackson throw it, as crazy as that sounds. I think that's going to be the key in this game.
Stopping the running game is something in Week 4 Buffalo simply couldn't do. Baltimore won that game 35-10 behind 271 yards on the ground by the Ravens. D-Dub telling it like it is this morning on SportsCenter. Thanks, Damien.
Yeah.
Far from done with the football this morning, Jaden Daniels has been commander clutch all season. How Washington's rookie star lifted Washington to another last-second win in a wild-card thriller in Tampa. I'm sitting in solidarity with my guys.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. On first down, right back to Harris. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. They'll give it to Harris again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Another run here with Harris. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. They're going to run out of the gun, and here's Harris. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That is hot! And he will get into the end zone. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Steelers. Chris Boswell on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Right to the air goes Daniels. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Luke McCaffrey, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Washington.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Off he goes.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before break. Daniels slings this deep from McLaurin. And got his man complete. He's to the 15. And he's in for the touchdown.
Because it is so simple. It's something that these two have done and thrown together for years and years. Maybe not to each other, but since Pop Warner. They've been running the go route. Just run right by him, and if you're even, you're leaving, and I'm going to drop it right over the top.
Now to throw. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
Going to be a little armchair quarterback after that call. Looked like the defense knew exactly what was coming.
Well, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And And this is going to be covered up by the Commanders. That should just about lock up the win. And Washington finishes the return to the end zone. Touchdown! The Commanders picked up the fumble and ran it home.
He gets it to go, and the Commanders will move out to a 14-7 lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. A play fake. Now it's I fumbled the football. And the defense has it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big...
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Daniels going to try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he will get into the end zone, and a two-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game.
Here's Eckler. And he's brought down for a loss. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line. To throw. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Here he is to throw. Someone got a piece of that downfield throw, but it is caught anyway. And that's a Washington touchdown. So there's part one, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now, you'd imagine, comes a try for 2.
Yeah, and this might be just as tough as to go get that touchdown they just did because, well, they work on two-point conversions, but they're different.